Hi Leo, welcome, thanks for joining me. So this will be the weekly love reading for the sign of Leo. Also welcome cross watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Ascendants. Now these are general and collective messages, okay? It won't resonate with everyone, take it how it resonates. Possibly I'll tune into more than one situation, okay? So what are the love messages for Leo? Love messages for Leo. Love messages for Leo. What do we need to know for Leo? Love messages for Leo. Okay. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Lovers, Gemini. Death, Scorpio. Okay. Could be twin flame soulmate dynamic. Okay. Someone could be going through a transformation here, a transitional stage in their life. Some sort of cycle. Shedding old skin. Could be some sort of karmic justice going on here as well. Yeah, someone could be still paying off their karmic debt. You know, they're still releasing their karmic debt, if you know what I mean. Okay. Get some more love messages for Leo. Could be dealing with a Libra. Woo! Whoa! Those two just jumped out. Five of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of cycle here that is being ended. Or someone's closing the door on something here. Possibly someone's struggling to make a decision between two people. Options. Okay. Okay, so I don't think there's much give and take right now. There's not much... there's not much balance right now. Also, someone here is very sad here as well. There's a bit of remorse going on, a bit of regret. Could be codependencies. I feel like someone's emotions cloud their judgment here. Queen of Swords. Ooh, I feel this is you, Leo. You put out there in your chart. Someone's very guarded. Could be third party situation. She doesn't show emotion. She doesn't show affection. She doesn't show compassion to anyone. She is very guarded. She's like an ice queen. And the reason she's like that is because she's been hurt a lot in the past. So she's sort of built up a wall around herself. Her guard is up. Look, boundaries. If not, then it could be the third party. She can be very demanding as well and manipulative. We've got the King of Cups. I feel like someone is watching and waiting for something. You could be dealing with a water sign. Someone could be watching your social media. Now, he's very shy, quiet, reserved. He likes to be sort of the master of emotions, the king of emotions. He's very creative, very artistic. Could be do something to do with it, performing arts, drama. I feel like someone's very withdrawn emotionally, but they're very withdrawn from a situation. Okay. And you've got this strong, powerful queen here as well. Wow. She is... Someone here is being very harsh with their words, very blunt. Right? But also she's very objective and she's got a very active mind. She knows who she can trust and who she can't. Right? I feel like someone's got a lot of love for someone here with this King of Cups. A lot of passion, a lot of affection. Someone's trying to break free from something here. I feel like someone here went into something and now they regret it. Something's come back on them. They're not letting, you know, they're not sort of acknowledging what's going on around them. They're just kind of drowning in sorrow. Codependencies, alcohol could be affecting their judgment. They're sad. They're down in the dumps. They're afraid that someone's walked away, that someone's moved on, that they've closed out another this cycle, that, you know, they've started a new cycle. Wow. I feel like somebody wants forgiveness from someone or a second chance, but someone's not having it. They're like, nope. I feel like someone could have betrayed someone here. There's a lot of regret here in this reading. Get some more love messages for Leo. Three of Pentacles. Okay, there could be some third party situation going on. Could be something to do with work here as well. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. Someone's definitely trying to walk away from something here. Because the Six of Swords, this is about breaking free from something that is toxic. So you're coming away from toxic waters and you're going towards calmer waters, right? Releasing baggage. Ooh, the Judgment. Oh, yeah. There's some sort of ascension going on, some sort of spiritual growth, spiritual ascension. Someone could be starting a new business here, starting up a business, a firm. This is about teamwork, team players. Possibly someone's trying to build something back up with someone. Trust, boundaries. Somebody wants a compromise here. They want a peaceful resolution. They want to reveal something to you, hidden truths. If you are dealing with a Libra, just know with Librans, they tend to sort of weigh up the pros and the cons and the possibilities beforehand, before they make a decision or before they take action. There's a completion going on here of a transitional stage, a transformation here. Someone isn't fully healed, or they're not over something or someone. With this Judgment card, this is about standing your ground, setting boundaries, again, choices, decisions, and I feel like someone is coming back from the past, or you are dealing with a past energy that is trying to resurrect something. There's unfinished business here. Somebody wants to say something. They've got an announcement to make. They want to speak their truth. There's something external going on. I feel like someone's going through their own judgment. Someone here could be very judgmental. They made a bad judgment call. Now, they regret it. Yeah? They're shedding this old skin. Look, they've got these wounds. This is like the day of reckoning with this Judgment card. They need to make a correct judgment call. This is about, you know, coming to your senses as well. You know, your spirit, your soul, your true self, finding your true self. You've woken up. You've had this wake-up call, this realization. Look, and he's hitting someone very bad here with this Five of Cups. Tell me about this Judgment card for Leo. Tell me about this Judgment card for Leo. Someone's really facing the reality, you know, actions come with consequences, yeah? Someone's betrayed someone, that's what I feel. They treated someone badly, and now, look, they're full of regret. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to close this cycle, look. They want to work this out. Could be someone that you met through work. Tell me about this Judgment. I feel like someone's very closed off emotionally here. Three of Wands. Yeah, someone's got their back turned to a situation. Fire energy, could be you. Ooh. The Devil, could be dealing with a Capricorn. I feel like someone's trying to break free from something. Toxic marriage, toxic home environment, toxic third party. Yeah, there's codependencies going on, there's addictions, there's temptation, lust, desire. You could be dealing with someone that is very manipulative, so just be careful. Someone's obsessed with someone, they won't let them go. Someone feels chained to something, bound. Tell me about this Devil. It could be a love-hate situation. It could be a toxic. Ooh, God. Ooh, Three of Swords. Yeah, there's a divorce going on. Someone could be doing toxic, destructive behaviour. Wow. Yeah, someone's going for a divorce, a breakup, toxic third-party situation. There's a very negative energy here that is influencing this reading. Look. Three of Swords. There's been a lot of heartbreak here. There's been a lot of betrayal, a lot of disappointment, a lot of suffering. I picked up the betrayal with the Five of Cups. Tell me about this Three of Swords and the Devil. Someone could have an addiction to sex here. Ace of Wands. I feel like you've been offered some sort of opportunity here, Leo. Something to do with work. Yeah. With some of you, I feel like you're going to close out this cycle. You're going to heal from a broken heart, and you're going to be offered some sort of opportunity. It's going to be presented to you. Someone's obsessed with someone. They want sex. That's what I feel. They use someone for sex, or they only see someone as a sex object. If you don't know who this water sign is, it could be a new person, but I feel that this is someone from the past, and they're trying to resurrect something. It could be an ex, toxic ex hanging around. This is similar to Aries reading. Someone here's got codependencies here as well. Yeah, someone's very needy, very desperate, very codependent. Someone here causes disruption to someone's life. With this Ace of Wands as well, this is about being creative, strategizing, you know, new ideas. I feel that you're gaining some sort of clarity of mind, clarity of thought, passion, fire. Look, you want to move on to other things, Aries. You want to manifest something better, going towards calmer waters. Look, this is about creative urges as well. Tell me about this Devil and this Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords for Leo. Tell me about this Devil and the Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords for Leo. This is going to be one of those situations where you are going to have to listen to your own judgment. Go with your gut instincts. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice, your intuition. Eight of Cups, look. See? So they could be walking away from a toxic marriage, toxic third party, or this could be you, Leo, walking away. Look. I feel like you're definitely getting some sort of opportunity from work. Something to do with a contract signing. Something to do with legalities. Could be money, divorce money, something like that, a settlement. There's something going on with the justice system. So, Eight of Cups. So again, walking away from things that are emotionally unfulfilling, right? And you are going on a journey, a spiritual journey, spiritual growth. Yeah, you're still in that development stage with some of you. So you want to go towards better things. So you've turned your back on the situation. With a lot of you, you might just want clarity and you want someone new. You want to manifest something new, something better. You might want to be single for a little while, you know. This could be someone's childhood fears as well, and guilt. I feel like someone pushes the blame onto someone, or they don't take responsibility for their actions. They justify bad behavior. They project their guilt onto someone else. That's what I keep hearing. I feel like this toxic energy is haunting someone. They can't get away from them. They're trying to get away. Look, they're trying to free themselves. Just be careful of narcissistic people. Oh, gosh. So if it's not you, Leo, it will be them. Someone's walking away. Okay. Any more messages for Leo? Any more messages for Leo? Why do I keep hearing past people coming back? Because they feel, or someone feels, that there is unfinished business. That it's not over. They're not having it, that sort of thing. Ooh, Six of Cups, yes. This is a past energy. Could be someone's toxic exes. You could have moved on, gone to someone else. There's a lot of energies here. So with the Six of Cups, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is about past people. This is about children, childhood memories, nostalgia, soulmates. So like I said, someone's trying to come back here to resurrect something. Or the fact that this water sign is kind and nice and they want to resurrect something, but they're afraid to reach out because someone else is in the way. Again, look, someone could be getting over past heartbreak. They're still releasing trauma. Could be childhood fears. But they're still getting over, look. Yeah. This is very much anything connected to the past, people, memories. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Some people, they don't want the past back. They want to close the door to the past. They don't want to go back to the past. Because they've had bad history, you know. It wasn't... I mean, none of these energies are pleasant, if I'm honest. I feel like you're going to be fair to yourself here, Leo. You're going to do yourself a justice, okay? You could have... This could have already happened, by the way. You know, you could have already set boundaries. Closed this door. You could have entered into something new. Tell me about the Six of Cups for Leo. Tell me about the Six of Cups for Leo. Tell me about the Six of Cups for Leo. Tell me about the Six of Cups for Leo. Ooh. Two of Pentacles, yeah. I feel like this situation looks very stressful for you, Leo, and your person as well. Like I said, with the options and the balancing. Two people, look. Two of Pentacles, Earth energies. This is someone that is very fluctuating with their emotions. You know, they're very up and down, up and down. There's no self-control. There's no balance. There's no flexibility. I feel like someone's lost their equilibrium here with this Two of Pentacles. Look. They're still juggling people from the past, or they're still trying to find that balance within themselves or within a situation, or they just cannot make up their mind with options and addictions and codependency. There's a lot of energies here. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. A lot of you, I feel that you are open to change, open to other possibilities. You could be keeping your options open with a lot of you. Okay. I don't think that you want any toxic people back, to be honest. I don't think that you do. No. Because the reason why I say that is because this Queen of Swords, she can smell the BS from a mile away. You know, that's why she's like that. That's why she's so guarded. Someone could be guarding their heart here. You know, they've built up walls around someone. Oh gosh, that nearly hit me in the face. Okay, King of Swords. Oh, another energy. Definitely dealing with an air sign. Look, King and Queen of Swords. This could be your energy, or your person could have air in their chart. Or the fact that you've got a new person coming in. There could be another person watching you. So the King of Swords, he is good with communication. He's very analytical. He has a very active mind. They are similar, but again, guarded, blunt, sharp, harsh with their words. Yeah, someone's being very cold and dry and distant right now. This could be you. You could be very guarded. Tell me about this King of Swords. He is kind of like a war person. Again, I feel like someone's very confrontational. Tell me about this King of Swords. Tell me about this King of Swords. Leo, tell me about this King of Swords. You're dealing with someone that is very... It's like when you talk to someone, they're very confrontational and everything is a row. It's like you're in a courtroom with them. It's like being in a war zone. I feel like you are going to get some sort of communication from someone or something to do with work. As I said, you will know who these energies are, Leo. One of them, I'd say, is a toxic third party. One of them is someone's ex. Or it could be the fact that your person is a water sign that struggles with options and they've got air in their chart. Or you've got air in your chart. Or this is a new person. Look, there's some communication coming in. I feel like someone sees you as an opportunity, victory, success. They want to grab an opportunity with you. Seize the moment, seize the day. I could be tuning into two different situations. We've got the Page of Wands here. So again, someone's watching someone's social media. This is fire energy, long distance again. Should I, shouldn't I reach out? Bit of confusion, bit of indecisiveness. I feel like somebody wants to come in with a bit of communication to test the waters. I feel like someone's obsessively thinking about someone. Obsessive, no. Obsessed, they won't let go. They're really hung up on someone. They're really stuck on them. Yeah. You could have a lot of suitors here. I think they're strategizing. They're thinking about a way to approach you. Somebody does want to talk, but every time you talk, it sort of leads to confrontation. With this Hangman, I feel like someone here needs to, like I said, they're still shedding old skin. They still need to release things, tie up loose ends, go through a divorce. That's why they feel stuck and in limbo, because there's toxic energies that they need to release. Sacrifices, changes. They need to surrender something, let go of something, then they will no longer feel stuck, right? This is about looking at things from a different perspective as well, different angle. I feel like someone here needs to gain some sort of clarity of thought, clarity of mind, release fear. Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to release fear. Okay. That's probably what clouds their judgment, emotions, fear, codependencies. Things are at a standstill right now. There's not much going on right now with communication, I'd say. With some of you. Whoops. Oh, on the floor again. Hang on a minute. Okay. So, as I said, you know, someone does want to take the leap of faith here. Look, they're trying to break free from something. Karmic ties, toxic ties, right? Bad energy. So the Fool, look, see? They're breaking free. They're severing ties. They're cutting their losses. Embracing change, embracing their destiny. Possibly somebody, you know, this could be you, Leo. You just want to be a free spirit. You want to move on to other things. This could have already happened. You could have started seeing someone new, right? And then you've got toxic people hanging around trying to ruin things because they're jealous, okay? So with the Fool card, this is about being a daydreamer. This is about fear of the unknown. You know, this is willpower, determination, being a daredevil, passionate, pursuing things, you know, releasing the past, releasing karmic debt. You're embarking on a new journey, right? A new adventure. You're setting off, but with light baggage. Yeah? Spiritual journey. Spiritual growth. There's still lessons being learnt here. I feel like someone's learnt a painful lesson, a painful truth. Yeah? Oh, yes. Yeah, someone has got a guilty conscience about something. Nine of Swords, yeah, someone's very conflicted, they're not sleeping. Darkness, look, something external going on in emotional turmoil, pain. Yeah, air energy. There's some sort of guilt. There's some sort of insomnia, anxiety, depression going on, look. Oh dear. It's like they're trying to break free from something from their past. They're trying to sort of battle this out, you know, the demons. This could be you, Leo. I feel like you want out of this situation. You've had enough. This could have already happened. Yeah. This could have already happened. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Tell me about this Nine of Swords for Leo. The Star. Yeah, someone is going through some sort of healing stage here. They're healing from a broken heart. Yep. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah. So with this Star card, this is telling you to trust, have faith and remain hopeful no matter what your ships are coming in. As I said, this water sign could be a possible suitor for you if you know who this is. Someone coming back from the past. But they had to go through a painful divorce, like I said, or a breakup. Third party. So the Star card is divine faith, hope. This is telling you about purifying, cleansing stage, someone that's very spiritual. This is about your stars aligning in your favor. This is a wish upon a star, right? You could be talking with your ancestors. This is about inspiration, feeling inspired. Okay, so with the Star card, you can have faith, okay, that your ships are going to come in. Yeah, you will get that opportunity. You will find your equilibrium again. Any more for Leo? Any more messages for Leo? Two of Cups. Right, so I do feel like, I did say this, that one of them is your twin flame soulmate, and one of them is a toxic ex that someone's divorcing from. Could be tuning into two different situations. Okay, Two of Cups. Could be this water sign that is trying to manifest you. They're trying to find middle ground, right? They want forgiveness. They want a second chance. They miss you. They love you, right? They want to say sorry. They're stuck on you. They won't let you go. Look, could be this past person energy. Yeah. So there is going to be some sort of unexpected turnaround here. Look, some sort of reconciliation. This is a very sort of strong bond, you know, a spiritual connection, contract thing that you've got with this person. Look, mirroring, triggering. There's unfinished business here. This is a past person coming back. They haven't let you go. No, they're going to take the leap of faith. They're coming towards you to communicate. That's what I feel. And I've just got hiccups. Someone's very nervous. Oh, they need to release fear. Oh. When I get nervous, when I tune into nervous energy, it comes up as hiccups. Sorry, Leo. I'm tuning into your person's energy here. Right, so as I was saying, there is, I'd say there's too many people involved here. Could be you've got air in your chart, or they've got air in their chart. Options, third parties, someone's going through a divorce. I feel like someone's emotions cloud their judgment. They're very confused, they're very indecisive. You can see they want give and take, they want compromise, they want balance. They love you. Wow, I feel like they get overwhelmed. Could be two different situations going on. Tell me about this Two of Cups. There's going to be a turnaround here, a breakthrough. The Star card is very positive, guys. That is your stars, like I said, aligning in your favour. But this is blessings are on the horizon. Possibly that they struggled with commitment and they were afraid in the past, you know, and they had options. And I mean, wow. I feel like they want to try. They want to try. Yeah, they want to try. They want to work this out with you. But with some of you, you're quite guarded. We've got your card here, Leo. Look, this is you. You know, you're showing your resilience. You're in your strength. You're in your power. You're showing your teeth. Look, see? You've got your card. Yep. Plus, you've got the Justice card. So you are in your strength. Yep. This is about self-control, persevering, you know, taming any anger that you've got towards yourself or others, you know. Somebody wants to strengthen a bond that they've got with you here. Yeah. But at the moment, they're just sitting and watching right now. There's not much action going on right now. So with the Strength card, again, I feel like obstacles, challenges, fears. that someone needs to overcome. It could be fear of a commitment. Maybe they were with the wrong person if they're going through a divorce. This is your twin flame. The Lovers and the Two of Cups. Possibly their emotions and their feelings were out of sync, out of control, and they had to gain control of it. Tell me about the Strength card. Tell me about the Strength card here for Leo. Tell me about the Strength card. They're very nervous about approaching you. Yeah, look, Tower, see? Transition, changes. I feel like this Tower moment's going to give them that nudge, that wake-up call, that, you know, they've had this realization, this painful wake-up call. Look, this guilty conscience is really eating away at them, this guilt. Look, this Tower moment's happened. And again, I feel like something is broken and someone was trying to fix it. There's been some sort of disruption, some sort of chaos. Could be a broken marriage, a broken relationship, and someone was trying to fix it. I mean, there's a lot of energies here. There's still a completion going on of a transformational, transitional stage in someone's life here. Tell me about this Tower for Leo. Four of Wands. Yeah, someone, like I said, they could have been married and they're divorced or in the process of getting a divorce. Plus, this is someone that wants to get, you know, commit to the right person. Someone could be moving into a new home here, traveling. This is the long-term commitment card. This is stability. This is soulmates, fire energy, celebration, happy families dynamic. Wow. Someone here has learned a lot of lessons on their journey. Wow. Somebody wants security here. Could be inheriting a family home. Money. Someone could be inheriting money here. Yeah, somebody wants, like I said, they could have already been married, but it could have been the wrong person. Somebody wants to manifest their true twin flame, their true soulmate. Someone here is very traditional, very old-fashioned, could be a cultural thing. Somebody wants to commit to someone here, look. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Someone here is very, very spiritual. They could do something to do with politician, could be a lawyer. Somebody likes to learn, they like to study. They want to save a union. Look, they've got an announcement to make. Look. See? They haven't given up on this connection. Someone hasn't. They won't let go of someone. They want to apologise. They want to say sorry. You know, the guilt is eating away at someone. But you are in your power. You are in your strength. Your guard is up here, Leo. You don't want to be a caged lion, you know. Someone's got, you know, principles, morals, values. They want to act with integrity here. They want to do the right thing. Fight for what's right. Truth, justice, fairness. Because in the past, I feel like someone did not meet someone's expectations here. Yeah. Yeah. And I picked that up with the Devil. The materialistic bondage, the codependencies, someone who is obsessed with money and power and authority, and, you know, someone who's very money orientated or very committed to their work. Could be the person that they're around. Stuck in a comfort zone, you know, they're sort of very stubborn. But again, someone does not want to let go of someone. This could be both of you. This is a mutual thing. You're hanging on, you're clinging on to hope. Yeah? That there is still a chance here, and there's still hope here because you've got the Star card. Yeah? So you can trust and have faith and remain hopeful. And also with this Four of Pentacles, this tells me that someone here is very guarded. Like I said, I feel this is you. Yeah, I feel that's you. Someone's protecting themselves. Yeah, they're protecting themselves, which makes sense with this Queen of Swords. Yeah. This Tower moment's really, you know, opened up someone's eyes to something. It's put things in perspective. Someone here is heartbroken or afraid that they've lost someone, that it's too late. Look, it's too late. They can't see that there's still hope here. Let's some final outcome cards. Oh wow, Six of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be a turnaround here. Yeah, see that you've got the card of recognition here. Success, achievement, accomplishment, victory, feeling victorious, being the hero. You've got very supportive people around you. And again, look, with the traveling. Six of Wands, fire energy. See? You are in your power here, Leo. Wow. And then at the and then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Cups. Water energy. So this person, again, look, twice. They see you as a wish fulfillment, a wish upon a star. A little bit stubborn and lazy when it comes to taking action. They're kind of just sitting and watching. But this is the emotional fulfillment, the abundance, the contentment. Yeah. So with this Nine of Cups and the star, I mean, this is really positive, the outcome. You know, the universe works in mysterious ways here, Leo. So expect the unexpected. Okay. So I hope this was insightful. I hope this has helped for some of you. Okay. Sending you lots of love. Peace be with you. Blessings. Bye, Leo.